Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you saw by the title, I am trying out a ton of new collab makeup. I just figured I would do it all in one video and get it out of the way. And I do have the infamous Fenty Beauty foundation here. I was one of the late ones and ordered it online. And I decided to just mix it up and do all different blogger and collab makeup here in this video today. So if you guys are interested in this video, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna just start out by applying some primer to my face. Like I said before, I only got the foundation. I don't know why I didn't get any other products, and I just haven't had time to go to Sephora to get anything else. So I'm going to be using my favorite products that I use on a daily basis because I rarely use things all together in a line. I am so bad with that. So I like to just pick up what I'm used to, what I know will work on an everyday basis. So I'm going to do that today, and I feel like that's a little bit more realistic for me. So I'm going to just be using this primer. Everything will be linked down in the description box below, so check that out. So the shade that I got was 450, and this is what the packaging looks like. Obviously, you guys are probably familiar with this packaging. I'm in love with the packaging, in love with the quality of the bottle. I think it's nice and slender, and you get 32 milliliters, so actually a little bit over 1 fluid ounce. And usually most foundations that I have, you get exactly 1 fluid ounce, or sometimes not even that. So I do like that you get a little bit over 1 fluid ounce. I think Rihanna did amazing with all 40 shades that she came out with, and it was a little bit hard to go online and purchase. So I definitely recommend, if you are my skin complexion, darker, lighter, whatever, you go inside the store and probably just swatch it. Also, I would recommend walking around the store and letting it kind of warm up and just set on your skin, because it does dry a little bit darker than it looks in the bottle. I couldn't wait for the video. I wore it one day last week and it was super duper dark because I believe that day I put on minimal concealer, and this just went crazy on me. And so I learned that I have to apply a certain amount of concealer in order for this to work. So you guys will see that in a minute. So I'm gonna stop babbling and get into it. So the bottle says shake well. So you definitely want to make sure you shake this well because it is very liquidy as it comes out of the bottle. So I'm going to shake it well. It comes with a pump, which is really nice. And then I'm just going to squeeze it onto the back of my hand. That's just what it looks like. So I'm using the Beauty Blender because I haven't applied this with the Beauty Blender yet. And I want to see how it works with the Beauty Blender. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see it in this lighting, but you can kind of see how I have very kind of light undertones, like golden neutral undertones, and they're lighter. Parts of my face is lighter. I have some dark areas over here, but all of this in this area is lighter. So I like to match up this area of my face. But as you can see, it's kind of, I don't know, this foundation is kind of red almost on me. So I think it still kind of works out, but I think for the winter, I definitely want to try 440 because I think that shade will probably be my perfect shade. So as you know, everyone has said, and it's true, this foundation does dry very quickly, so you do have to be kind of quick with it. It's just recommended that you just do kind of one side of your face at a time. So I noticed that this foundation is about medium coverage on my skin. It's not full coverage, but it is definitely, since it's so lightweight and kind of liquidy in a sense, it's definitely buildable. So I love that about it. So as you can see, it's dried pretty quickly. There's no really areas that are still wet. It's really nice and complete. I don't know, kind of even, I guess. It just evens out your skin tone. It's definitely buildable, like I said, but I'm not going to be building it a whole lot in these areas just because I'm going to be applying a little bit more concealer than I normally do. I did want to go and purchase the shade Up, and when I went on there, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to Sephora because everybody went to Sephora and just go get 440. It was all sold out, and it was not within 300 miles of me. And I was like, what? But at the same time, I am applauding Rihanna and just also applauding all the women of color that are buying this foundation and got it sold out. Like, yes to us. So I'm just going to be applying this concealer all in my under eye area. And like I said before, I'm going to be applying a little bit more than I normally would. This foundation does get dark, so this just kind of helps lighten up the look a little bit more. And then I also take just a little bit, whatever's left on this sponge, and I go underneath. So I kind of do more of a reverse contouring effect because this foundation gets kind of dark to the point that I already have some darkness right here in my cheek area that kind of looks like it's already contoured a little bit. So this is perfect for reverse contouring if you have like a shade that's a little bit too dark for you, because that way you don't even have to worry about putting any contour in your cheekbone area because it'll get a little bit darker. So now that I'm done applying the concealer, now you can see how it's a little bit kind of what I'm used to. And that's, like I said, that's what worked for me and helped the foundation look a little bit better on my skin throughout the day. So now I'm just going to set this all over everywhere that I applied. Okay, so I am definitely really happy with how this foundation looks. I think it blends in really well with my concealer and the powder, and everything looks amazing right now. So I am in love with how matte it is. Like, I love a matte foundation, so this is definitely going to be a go-to if it continues to stay this matte throughout the day. So moving on now to eyes, I'm going to be trying out a new palette. This is the Carli Bybel BH Cosmetics collab palette, and this is her deluxe edition. So you get 21 color eyeshadows and you get 6 highlighters. So this palette is amazing. I was going to get the first one, but then I just never got it, and I'm so glad kind of that I waited for the second one because this one's like amazing. I love the shadow range, and I love the fact that the highlighters cater to different skin tones as well. So love this, and I'm going to go ahead and dive into this. So I'm going to start off by taking this middle color on the last row right here, and I'm gonna just put this in my crease and all over my eyelid. Now I'm gonna go in with this burgundy shade on the outer corner of the second row here, and I'm gonna be putting that in my crease area. Colors are really easy to blend out, and I love how well they are to apply as well. So for the rest of my lid area, I am going to be trying out the Desi Katy Dose of Colors collection, and I've had this for quite some time, so I did dibble and dabble in it a little bit and swatch the colors. I'm in love with these shades as well. As you can see, they're just very unique glittery shades, and I haven't seen a lot of dark skinned people trying this out. I could be wrong, but I wanted to try it out and see how it fares on my skin tone. I'm going to be going in with the color Noli today, and I love that the fact that this came with a mirror on it, because you don't see a lot of small quad palettes like this with mirrors. So I love the packaging of this. I think it's so glam, and you could just easily throw this in your bag and people would probably think it's just like a glam mirror. And you also have shadows for the go. So I'm going to be putting Noli in my lid area, and I'm going to be taking my finger to apply it. That's how it looks on the finger. It's like a really nice bronzy gold color. So I'm just going to put it on my lid area. Ooh, that's really nice. That is really nice. Yes. It's kind of hard to get into the inner corner area if you have nails on, but I'm gonna just have to follow that area up with the brush. And a little bit of this goes a long way. Like, you don't have to continue applying layer after layer to make it opaque. Like, a little bit of this just covers the lid and it goes a long way. So to get into that inner corner, I'm just gonna take a brush now and just kind of tap it on because I know the brush doesn't pick it up as well. So I'm not going to do lashes with this look. I'm just going to do mascara. So hopefully this mascara works out well. This is the Milani Big and Bigger Maximum Volume mascara. So I'm going to be trying this out today. So this is just what the packaging looks like. It's really, really big. Ooh, and the wand is huge as well. So that's what the wand looks like. For the wand to be so big, there's not a lot of product on it. And then it doesn't really do much for like length, I guess. I don't know. Okay, this side is a lot better. This mascara, I can definitely tell, is a mascara that you'll have to apply like 2 or 3 coats before you're like happy with the result of it. So it's starting to get there. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because it just takes forever to try to build it up to look better and look how I want it to look. So I'm just going to kind of move on to the lower lash line area. So I'm going to be going back in with that burgundy shade that we applied in the crease and just putting that on the lower lash line. So for highlight, I'm going to be taking these 2 shades in Carli's palette down here at the bottom and just mixing those 2 together to get my perfect highlight shade. Ooh, that's really nice. I love how it's like not too like chalky almost, like how some highlighters have like a lot of product on them. This I feel like just lays onto the skin and it makes it look like it's more natural. I'm just going to put some down the bridge of my nose area and above the top. Finishing off with lips, I'm going to be taking a combination of MAC, NYX, and Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay guys, so this is the finished makeup look. How do you guys like it? I think the lip pairs really nicely with it. And I'm in love with everything that I tried today. Start off with the Fenty Beauty Foundation. This is bomb. I love it. I think it works really great so far for oily skin. It is keeping me nice and matte. It's buildable. It's really nice. It comes in 40 shades, so you really can't complain about shade range. However, I will say that because it does dry a little bit darker, I recommend going a shade up. And I will definitely be getting the shade 440 when it comes to the winter time and I lose some of this tan. So yeah, that's the only thing I would recommend doing. But other than that, I love this foundation and I want to try out a couple more things from the line as well. For Carli's palette, it is amazing. Definitely go out and purchase it. I believe it's still in stores at Ulta. Hopefully I'm not wrong on that, and at Ulta.com. It's amazing. You get so many different colors and shadows that will work on deeper skin tones. So I love this palette. And I also love the Dose of Colors quad. It is amazing. I love, love, love these colors. They're so creamy, so pigmented. The only thing I will say about this palette is that if you lose the little card that comes in the packaging, you may have kind of a hard time remembering what's supposed to be applied with the finger, what's supposed to be applied wet, and yada yada yada. But other than that, this palette is also amazing. They both come with great mirrors for travel, and they're both pretty lightweight that you can just easily throw in your bag. So I definitely think I'll probably be putting these in my bag for vacation coming up very soon. For the Milani mascara, I was not really a fan of this. I definitely think it's a miss for me. I don't know what it is about these like big like mascaras. I don't know, they just never really work for me anymore. So I don't know, I think it did a decent job after I applied about 2.5 coats. I think it looks kind of decent now. Okay guys, so that brings this video to a close. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and also let me know down below what Fenty Beauty products you have tried out or you want to get. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.